When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mustangs will kick it away to start. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. A first down for the offense.
Timeout, Boise State.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turns it on in midfield. Can anyone catch him? He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generated explosive play.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has the this offense rolling with a first down.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
The Broncos will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Second and goal for the offense. This quarterback part of their running game. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They've taken the opening drive and gotten it down to the 5, but now it's third and goal. He wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Gaines. Touchdown, Boise State. What a catch and run for 6.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third down, going up top. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Scrambling away. Complete downfield. On the move at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll try the run. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
They want to throw it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Got him downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Boise State 7, SMU 3.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
They're going to run it. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Riley. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Broncos trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up 14 over Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The pull and throw off the RPO. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He's going to pass. He finds his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Now they'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cantrell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The defense calls a timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Working that left side now. And he will score! Touchdown, SMU! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Finds a man on the right. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. From the 30-yard line on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the ground with the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He'll set up to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You can tell timing all wrong. He was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely wrong.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Pulls it and fires to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the right. Got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Mustangs want to move quickly. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He'll work his way down to the 28.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on second down. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown Mustangs! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The back goes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. It's a flea flicker. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it on the right. And he's running in the open. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Broncos! A little trickeration is always in order, especially when you execute like that.
You ain't lying. I tell you what, you always put these in practice, and you always practice them. But you got to have that feel and that timing of when to call it. Perfect timing, rewarded with a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Touch pass on the run. Makes a man miss. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for room. It's Hodge. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Boise State.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Marshall. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive with a pass. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Hodge. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open, and it looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
Setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Using his legs, it's Hodge. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Going up top on 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. Offense getting set for 1st down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Nice move to stay on his feet. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking in that toss.
Pulls it in. It's Riley. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll toss it to the left. Steamrolls his way ahead. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On second down, they'll take to the air. It's complete to the left. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Fires to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Broncos! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he puts through the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Great job by the DB covering deep. Listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs, seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
And the Mustangs will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He's got great speed, and the returner is stopped. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Boise State 45, SMU 17.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period.
Let's go!
On the option. The pitch. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
He's at the 23-yard line.
On the ready.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line.
Clear. Jackrabbit.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Oh, the attempt is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got it.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
Get set. Get set.
He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short.
Cut.
Wide out in motion. They'll try to get it through the air. How about that catch and toe tap to get the 1st down?
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Got his man quickly. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Ready?
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Igloo!
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down.
Ready,
8th play of the drive coming up.
Rita! Slam! Dino!
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
First and goal. SMU.
Ringo! Terrier! Ready?
Back to the air one more time. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll go to the fullback. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 32 over Kansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, spender fella, and he's loose. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it. Keep getting those stats.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. The play action fake. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
He's taking a deep shot. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Corner's going to give them room. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown Mustangs. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Lining up to add another. Right down the middle.
That makes the score. Boise State 45, SMU 31.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He turns it loose to the left. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. This offense has a 2nd down play. On the run, it's Gaines. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Broncos decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch called for and made. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And here comes the offense on second down.
Let's go.
Defense playing a bail technique. Wants to fire on second down. Lets it fly. Complete in the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry up.
Terrier. Logger.
He wants to pass it on second down. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. They get to him as he throws. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.